Vesak Day for everyone. uh, dear faithful devotees and brothers and sisters in the Dhamma, pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today's special day is a Vesak day. Actually, we know about our Lord Buddha's qualities. There are a lot of qualities we cannot recognize and we cannot measure, and we unlimited qualities, especially after definite prophecy. Our Lord Buddha already fulfilled paramis, perfection, the for Asankya and 100,000 kappa. During that period, he already accumulated a lot of meritorious deeds. Because of that, he became enlightenment, became Sammabuddha. The Samma Sambuddha moment, our Lord Buddha received special 9 qualities and unlimited knowledges, the jnana. Especially there are 6 knowledge we call unique knowledge of the Buddha. Actually, today is a day, a very important and special day for all of Buddhists. Today we comment and receiving the definite prophecy of the ascetic Sumedha, the birth of Prince Siddhartha, the full enlightenment as well as the Mahaparinibbana of our Lord Buddha. From his full enlightenment unit until Mahaparinibbana, throughout 45 years of the Buddha's dispensation, the Lord Buddha was able to teach appropriate Dhamma tailored towards specific audience, thereby guiding many to liberation and bringing benefit to countless beings. The Buddha is the most excellent teacher of Deva and human beings. This is because the Buddha was endowed with special knowledges. There are many different kind of knowledges in the Patisambhida Magga. A total of 33 types of knowledges are listed. Most of them, including the 4 knowledges of the truth, Satya Jnana, and the 4 analytical knowledge, Patisambhida Jnana, can also be attained by noble disciple of the Buddha. However, there are 6 types of special knowledge that are unique to the Buddha. Only a fully enlightened, self-enlightened Buddha Samma Sambuddha is endowed with these 6 unique, the Asadharana Jnana. Asadharana Jnana, there are 6 types of Asadharana Jnana. What are the Jnana? Indriya Paro Pariyatte Jnana, the knowledge of superior and inferior faculties. Asaya-nusaya Jnana, the knowledge of inclination and undeclining tendency. Yamaka Patihariya Jnana, the knowledge of twin miracle. Maha Karuna Samapatti Jnana, the knowledge of great compassion. Sabbanyuta Jnana, the omniscient knowledge. Anavarana Jnana, the unabsent knowledge. Abstraction knowledge. those are 6 knowledge very important for especially for the Buddha. Actually, what is the knowledge of Indriya Paropariyate Jnana? With this special knowledge, the Buddha has the ability to know clearly whether the faculties of other beings are superior or inferior. Faculties here refer to the 5 faculties of Saddha, Viriya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya. Now we know about the faith, effort, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. Someone who is endowed with these 5 faculties has little dust in his eye, has keen faculties, has good disposition, is easy to instruct, and can see fear in the other world, in new form of existence, and in the what is the blame worthy. This way, and the opposite, the true of someone who is not endowed with these 5 faculties, the Buddha can penetrate the being's mind to know whether his faculties are right and ready to understand the truth, gain enlightenment, and achieve liberation. Especially now, you want to know. We know that about our Lord Buddha has the five eye, especially the physical eye, divine eye, etc. The one of the eye we call Buddha Chakra, the Buddha eye. What is the Buddha Chakra? According to the Buddha's teaching, there are 2 knowledge, especially 2 knowledge we call Buddha Chakra. Indriya Paropariyate Jnana and Asaya-anusaya Jnana. Because these 2 knowledge, especially 2 knowledge we call Buddha's eye, Buddha eye. Then when our Lord Buddha look in the world, look in the being, especially when the Lord Buddha look in the being, always checking his mind and his previous experience and previous practice. Someone has already matured the 5 faculties, and his defilements are very limited, very little. Because of that, then Lord Buddha know he has the quality to get the Nibbana and achieve the Dhamma, to get the liberation. So then Lord Buddha start to give Dhamma talk for them. This way, Lord Buddha always used the 2 knowledge to see all the beings' mind. This is a special knowledge. Asaya-anusaya Jnana, Asaya-anusaya, the knowledge of inclination and underlying tendency, means because the sum of beings, some defilements very high, sometimes some defilements very low. So the Lord Buddha always looking their behavior, how work his mind. With the special knowledge, the Buddha knows the following of being: Asaya, Anusaya, Charita, Adimutti, and etc. Especially what is the asaya, inclination of beings, meaning whether they have such 10 speculative view that especially we know about the world is internal, or the world is not internal, or the world is finity, or world is infinity, etc. Because especially the some beings, according to their behavior, some of the peoples have the different view, especially they think about the after death, a Tathagata exit or after death a Tathagata does not exit. After death the Tathagata both exit, etc. There are different type of view arising because of those are view, especially the wrong view and the different understanding. It is we call asaya, and especially the explaining one more whether they gave importance the inclined towards asaya are resolved upon adimutta, especially the sensual desire or renunciation, ill will or not ill will, the tina mid or aloka sanya. Usually we want to know about the people's how they understand and how they behavior. Sometimes they are usually they are taking the sensual desire sensual object. Sometimes they want to free from the sensual desire. Sometimes their mind they have a lot of ill will. Sometimes they have a lot of metta. So this way they are how they beings the behavior. The Lord Buddha always look in the being. Next one is anusaya. Anusaya is there are especially there are 10 type of defilement. Sorry, 7 type of defilement. Because the sometime they are especially the sensual lust, the subtle sensual lust we can see in others' mind. Some beings there are a lot of strong lust thought. Sometimes someone's the hatred also very little, very limited. And the same way there are 7 type of defilements they explain anusaya: Kamaraga, Patigaya, Mana, Ditti, Vichikicha, Bhavaraga, and Avijja. The sensual lust, hatred, conceit, wrong view, doubt, attachment to existence, and ignorance. According to the 7 types of anusaya, they are Lord Buddha always looking the charita. Charita is also the the conduct of being, the meritorious volitions, formations, punya, punyabi sankhara. Because some of the beings they already develop lot of meritorious deed. Some of them already commit a lot of akusala, yes. And some of them they practice lot of the arupa jhana, special highest jhana. This way we according to the beings the practice, then Lord Buddha always looking the being's heart to after looking then Lord Buddha understand he can understand this Dhamma or not. This is a meaning. Adimutti meaning especially the all the type of the being in the world we can divide into 2 categories: Hinadimutta and Panithadimutta. Who has the inferior thought, who has the superior thought. Because the one day our Lord Buddha was live in the Rajagaha, in the top of the Gijjakuta mountain. At that time our Lord Buddha was sick. At that day, the bottom of the mountain, some of the senior Mahatera, senior Arahat, working with followers, especially the Bhante Sariputta also working at bottom of the Gijjakuta mountain with 500 bhikkhus. Same way Bhante Anuruddha also, same way Bhante Maha Moggallana also. The same way Bhante, we can say Devadatta also. Devadatta also working with 500 monks. After seeing that, our Lord Buddha told to the bhikkhus, you see, there are many of the senior bhikkhus are working with their own group. Especially the Bhante Sariputta is a very clever monk. Who are the following him? All of the disciple, all of the followers also same way very clever. And the Bhante Maha Moggallana is he has a very good powerful second power. Same way his followers also the same qualities. And and Bhante Anuruddha also he has a very sharp and divine eye. Same way his followers also. And you see the Devadatta, always Devadatta Bhikkhu also, always the thinking about the bad thing, the wrong thing, how destroy others' mind, how destroy others' faith. The same way his followers also. Then our Lord Buddha want to know who has the good qualities. Then all are the good qualities. People try to stay and gather together. And who has the bad qualities, those are people stay together. This way, our Lord Buddha always, when the looking the beings, the mind, then always looking who has the good thought, who has the bad thought. Because of the good thought giving good result, and who has the bad thought giving bad result. And same way, who has the superior thought, superior intention, I want to get the I want to attain jhana. I want to attain I want to get the nibbana. This way, who has the good thought? Because of that, Lord Buddha, when he's looking the being's mind, always looking that knowledge, asaya anusaya jnana. This is we call adimutti. Same way, the next one, abhabba, because the being who are incapable, because sometimes the every beings are not able to get nibbana. The example, who has good faith, who has don't have who doesn't have the faith. This way we have to know who is the capable to get the nibbana, who is incapable. This is we call abab and bab. Then this way the Lord Buddha know the someone always associating defilement, the kilesa. Because of that, he's not the time to get nibbana. Then who is someone abstraction by defilement? They are using they have the limited defilement, the very very subtle defilement. And someone has a strong faith, a strong desire, a strong effort, a strong mind. I want to get nibbana, but someone doesn't have. This way, we have to understand who is the good person to get nibbana, who is the not suitable. This is a way we call bab and abab. Then our Lord Buddha always in this various way, through these first two special knowledges, the Buddha could deliver the right teaching fitting to the listeners, giving the maximum benefits. You see, this way we have to understand what is the Chakra. Buddha Chakra is special. We call two knowledge: Indriya Paropariyatte Jnana and Asaya-anusaya Jnana. Because of two knowledge, Lord Buddha can look in the people and check his mind and his previous experience, and can give the suitable Dhamma talk for him to get Nibbana, to get the liberation. But the other bhikkhus, especially Bhante Sariputta, Bhante Moggallana, and other bhikkhus also doesn't have like this knowledge. Doesn't have any of the good special this true knowledge. That's why sometimes some of the disciple also stay with senior Arahat with Bante Sariput and Bante Moggallana, but they also cannot understand their own previous practice because they cannot check. That's why sometimes some of the bhikkhus they after practicing Dhamma, especially after the practicing Dhamma from his teacher, but difficult to achieve their goal. That's why some after seeing the Buddha, they can get Nibbana very quickly because the Lord Buddha know the right and the right point. That's why Lord Buddha can find his previous experience. Especially the one thing, do you remember the Bante Chullapantaka? No, the Bante Chullapantaka stay with his senior brothers with Bante Mahapantaka. No, then the Bante Mahapantaka gave him one Pali Gatha to by heart. He spent already 4 months to by heart, but difficult to by heart. Then he again and again practiced continuously, cannot by heart. At that time, the elder brother told him, "You cannot stay anymore with monk life. You should go away, and you should disrobe." At that time, actually he doesn't want. He want to stay continuously with monk life, but Bante Mahapantaka doesn't know how to check and what is his previous experience. Then when they met the Lord Buddha know his previous experience and gave the one meditation method. After that, he became arhatship. This way, we have to understand this true knowledge, especially only for the Buddha. We call Buddha Chakra, the eye of the Lord Buddha. But the next one, the knowledge of twin miracle power. This knowledge that enables the Buddhas perform the twin miracle. This twin miracle can only be performed by the Buddha and not by anyone else. When the performing the twin miracle, the Buddha sent out water and fire or alternately from different parts of the body. Actually, this one also we have to understand. No, our Lord Buddha quickly attained the Tejo Kasina, Tejo Samadhi, the fire attainment. Then because of the power of the fire attainment, then Lord Buddha can show the fire. Then quickly again our Lord Buddha enter the water attainment, Apo Samapatti. Then Lord Buddha giving the water, shower of the water. That's why they say upper and lower parts of the body, the mess of fire from the upper parts and the shower from water from the lower parts, and the other way round. Similarly, for the other pairs below, front and back of the body, left and right eyes, right and left ears, right and left nostril, etc. They explaining. Especially you want to know, our Lord Buddha has performed the twin miracle 3 times in order to destroy the conceit and doubt of others. This is the important thing. in our commentary also explain the 7 days after attain full enlightenment, while sitting under the Bodhi tree, the Buddha understood and Brahmas were still doubtful whether the Buddha has indeed attained full enlightenment. In order to remove their doubts, the Buddha rose to the sky and performed the twin miracle power. This is the first time. Do you remember 7 day after enlightenment? Then number 2, 1 year after his full enlightenment, same like Vesak day, no? The Buddha returned to Kapilavatthu on his father King Suddhodana's invitation. However, his elder Sakyan relatives did not wish to pay respect to the Buddha. Out of pride and thinking that is the Buddha was a younger relative of theirs. In order to destroy their conceit, mana, the Buddha created a working path in the sky and performed twin miracle power. This is the second time. Number 3rd one, the 7 years after his full enlightenment, the Buddha again performed the twin miracle at Savatthi before ascending to Tavatinsa heaven to teach Abhidhamma. This was to destroy the concept of the Titya, other sectarian believers who were boasting that they would compete with the Buddha on the perform of miracles. Now, do you remember our Lord Buddha already make the twin miracle powers the 3 times during his Buddha life, especially destroyed others' concept mana. The first time, 7 days after enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, and the 1 year after enlightenment in front of the relatives, and 7 years after enlightenment, 7 years after enlightenment in the Savatthi city under the mango tree. This is we call twin miracle power. This one also only for the Buddha, not for others. This is also a special knowledge. The number 4th knowledge also very important, the knowledge of great compassion, Maha Karuna. Seen being struggling in the stormy ocean of samsara and trapped in the burning version of this world, the Buddha had great compassion for all the beings. Now we know our Lord Buddha has a lot of compassion for all of the being in the world. At every evening and every dawn, the early morning, the Buddha entered into the Maha Karuna Samapatti to surely the world and check who are those that can listen to and benefit from Dhamma teaching that day. The Buddha would then travel out of great compassion, no matter how far away, to find them and teach them the Dhamma for their maximum benefits. Every morning before going out for alms round, the Buddha would radiate forth his great compassion, starting from his perfume chamber or Gandhakuti. The perfume chamber is the Gandhakuti in Jetavana monastery up to the end of Chakra universe. In the evening, the Buddha would radiate forth his great compassion from the end of the Chakravala back to his Gandhakuti, the Buddha's dwelling kuti, dwelling room. With this knowledge of great compassion, the Buddha reflected, I have crossed over, but the world has not crossed over. I am liberated, but the world is not liberated. I am controlled, but the world is uncontrolled. I am at peace, but the world is not at peace. I am but the world is comfortless, etc. The Lord Buddha always looking the being. I already became some. I already know the Four Noble Truths, but others not yet know. This way, the Lord Buddha always looking the peoples this way and practicing the Maha Karuna, great compassion for the beings. About the special knowledge is a omniscient knowledge, Sabbanyutta Jnana. The Sabbanyutta Jnana and Anavarna Jnana is the both. They are the two knowledge always working together. Sabbanyutta Jnana means the knowledge which know everything that can be known. That's why our Bhante Sariputta also explaining and the Katamang Sabbanyutta Jnana. What is the omniscient knowledge of the Buddha? Sabbang Sankata Masankatang Anavasesang Janatiti Sabbanyutta Jnana. The whatever things in the world, Sankata and Asankata, everything Lord Buddha know. This is we call Sabbanyutta Jnana. That's why it is because of knowledge that the Buddha is all-knowing Buddha. They also support all the other knowledge of the Buddha, especially the Sabbanyutta is the great knowledge, and that one support to other all knowledge. Anavarana Jnana means that there is nothing that can stand in the way of arising of the Buddha knowledge. This unhampered special knowledge of the Buddha is an essential feature of Sabbanyutta Jnana, omniscient knowledge, because the whatever Lord Buddha know with Sabbanyutta Jnana, always Anavara is nothing cover, nothing behind, everything their support. The Buddha know everything noble with the omniscient knowledge, and there is no obstruction in that knowing. Hence, it's also we call Anavarana Jnana. According to the Patisambhidamagga Pali, how we explain, how Bhante Sariputta explained about Sabbanyutta Jnana. Especially this is a Vesak day, no? The Vesak day, everyone must have to know Sabbanyutta Jnana, because we are always talking, who is our Buddha? Our Buddha is Sabbanyutta Jnana, Sabbanyutta. Our Buddha is our Buddha has omniscient knowledge. Now, especially we want to know clearly what is the Sabbanyutta Jnana, what is the omniscient knowledge. Especially explaining Sabbang Sankata Masankatang Anavasesang Janatiti Sabbanyutta Jnana. The Pali, the meaning all conditioned and unconditioned without exception. Everything know. You see, our Lord Buddha know all of conditioned thing and all of unconditioned thing. The Nibbana is we call Asankata, except Nibbana, other all we call Sankata. Everything our Lord Buddha know. The same way, Atitang Sabbang Janatiti, Anagatang Sabbang Janatiti, Pachupannang Sabbang Janatiti. Everything in the past, present, and future is Lord Buddha know clearly. Now, Lord Buddha everything know about past, present, and future. How many Buddha appear in the past? How many Buddha will appear in the future? And what happened in the present moment in the world? Everything our Lord Buddha know. Same way, the eye and visible object, the ear and sound, the nose and smell, the tongue and taste, the body and tangible object, the mind and mental object. Then Lord Buddha know clearly what is the eye, what is the color object, visible object, what is the ear, what is the sound, what is the nose and smell, what is the tongue and taste, what is the body and tangible, what is the mind and mental factors, everything according to the ultimate reality, Paramatta. Then Lord Buddha know clearly all are internal and external bases. Everything Lord Buddha know clearly. Same way, the extent of the meaning of impermanence, suffering, non-self of the five aggregates and various dhammas. Now, especially Lord Buddha know what is the anicca, what is the dukkha and anatta. Then we also must know whatever have in the world, everything impermanent. It is suffering and it is non-self. Then you should understand everything clearly. This is Lord. Then the Lord Buddha know everything. That's why we call Sabbanyuta Jnana. Especially about the anicca, dukkha, anatta of five aggregates. Now we know about the aggregates. They are khandha. There are five. The form aggregate, feeling aggregate, perception aggregate, formation aggregate, and concentration. Sorry, the consciousness aggregate. Those are five aggregates are impermanent, anicca, and suffering and non-self. You should, why we know? Because of the Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha already know and understood under the Bodhi tree with Sabbanyuta Jnana. That's why Lord Buddha already explained to all the being in the world. This is also Sabbanyuta Jnana. Especially our Lord Buddha know what is the noble truth, what is the suffering, what is the cause of the suffering, what is the cessation of the suffering, what is the way to get cessation of the suffering. But the Four Noble Truth. This is also called Sabbanyuta Jnana. And the four analytical knowledge, especially we call Patisambhida Jnana. Atta Patisambhida, the meaning of analytical knowledge, Dhamma Patisambhida, Dhamma of analytical knowledge, Nirutti Patisambhida, the grammar of the analytical knowledge, and Patibhana, three of together we call, those are four analytical knowledge. Who has the four analytical knowledge, then he no need to practice three canon again, Tripitaka again. Because of the power of the that knowledge, everything he can understood, and he know by himself. Especially our Lord Buddha has the powerful four type of analytical knowledge, Patisambhida Jnana. This is also called Sabbanyuta Jnana. Same way, the extent of what is the know by the Indriya Paro Pariyatte Jnana, Asyanusya Jnana, as well as Mahakaruna Samapatti Jnana. Whatever that is seen, heard, sensed, cognized, encountered, etc., and considered by the mind in the world with the Devas, Maras, and Brahmas, in this generation with its ascetic and Brahmis, with its king of and human beings, everything is know and know without abstraction. Now you see, we do, nowadays we know many type of peoples are living in the world, different type of human, different type of animal, different type of deva, different type of Brahma. Then whatever thought arises in their mind, but we cannot see clearly, we cannot understand. Even who stay with us, we cannot understand his mind or his thought or his idea also. But our Lord Buddha, when he looking the world from the woeful place, from hell being to until end of the world, whatever beings are living, the Lord Buddha know all of the beings' mind, all of beings' thought, and all of beings' idea, and whatever they are going to do, what already done, everything Lord Buddha know. This is also we call Sabbanyuta Jnana. This way, because of this all-knowing knowledge, the Buddha is said to possess the Samanta Chakra, universal eye. You see, this is a special name for the Sabbanyuta Jnana. We call Samanta Chakra. Samanta Chakra is Sabbanyuta Jnana. Actually, universal eye is omniscient knowledge. This one also you should understand. You should keep your mind. The different name of Sabbanyuta Jnana is called Samanta Chakra, universal eye. They are explained in the Pali Gatha. Natassa addita midatti kinchi ato avinyatama jani tabbang sabbang avinyaya datti niyang tathagato tena samanta chakku. There is nothing here unseen by him, nothing unknown and unknowable. He has directly know whatever can be known. Hence, the Tathagata is the universal eye. You see, it's like someone who has climbed to the summit of the mountain. He is able to look down and see everything around him clearly. In the same way, the Buddha is able to see everything in the world clearly with omniscient knowledge. Now we have to know what is the omniscient knowledge with example. There are many examples we can find in the sutta about the Buddha's omniscient knowledge. I will just quote the three example from the Arya Pariyesana Sutta from Majjhima Nikaya. First one, after enlightenment, the Buddha initially decided not to teach. Then Brahma Sahampati came to invite the Buddha to teach the Dhamma. Now we know everything about clearly, no? The Buddha surveyed the world with the Buddha eye. Then Lord Buddha already looking the world with Buddha eye, and with Sabbanyuta Jnana. The Buddha saw three types of persons. Then I listened to the Brahma's pleading, and the out of compassion for beings, and surely then the swayed the word with the eye of the Buddha. Then usually now we know the you know the example Lord Buddha mentioned. I saw the being with the little dust in their eye, and with much dust in their eye, with keen faculties and with dull faculties, with good faculties and with bad qualities. Easy to teach, then hard to teach. And some who dwelt sin, fear and blame in the other world. Just as in the pond of blue, of red or white lotus, some of lotus that are born and grow in the water through immersal in the water without rising out of it, and some other lotus that are born and grow in the water, rest on the water's surface, and some other lotus that are born and grow in the water, rise out of water and stand clear, unweighted by it. So too, swaying the world with the eye of the Buddha, I saw being with little dust in their eye, and with much dust in their eyes, with keen faculties and with dull faculties, with good qualities and with bad qualities, easy to teach and hard to teach, and some who dwell sin, fear, and blame in the world. Then now we know, no, because the someone after listening one or two words from the Buddha, then they can get enlightenment. Some of them after listening Dhamma with clearly, then end of the Dhamma talk, they can get Nibbana. Some of them after listening Dhamma, they practicing again and again continuously, then they can get the Nibbana. This way our Lord Buddha saw that there are three types of being in the world. After that, after seeing the being, some of them can get liberation, some of them they take time to get liberation, but liberation anyway. Then after receive invitation from the Brahma, then Lord Buddha decided to start to give Dhamma talk. At that time, Lord Buddha recite one of the Gatha. Then Lord Buddha replied to the Brahma Sahampati in stanza. Aparuta te sang amatasa dwara ye sota vanno pamuchasu saddhang vihingsa sanye pagunang na bhasasing dhammang panetang manujesu brahmi. Open for them are the door to the deathless amata nibbana. Let those with ear now sow their faith. Who has the faith, and please keep your ear for listening. Thinking it would be troublesome, O Brahma, I did not speak the Dhamma subtle and sublime. Now Lord Buddha start to give and the very calm and peaceful Dhamma for the beings. This is then Lord Buddha used to the Sabbanyutta Jnana, especially because Lord Buddha know everything clear, then start to give Dhamma talk for the beings. The one more thing, while the Buddha was on the way to Varanasi to set in motion the wheel of the Dhamma, the Ajivaka Upaka met the Buddha and asked, the friend, your faculties are very clear and color of your skin is very pure and bright. Under who have you gone forth? Friend, who is your teacher? Whose Dhamma do you profess? And the Buddha replied to stanza with for him with Sabbanyutta Jnana. Sabbha vibhu sabba vidu hamasmi sabbesu dhammesu anupalito sabbanjaho tanhakkayo vimutto sayang abhinyaya kamuddhiseyam name acharyo atti sadiso mena vijjati sadeva kasmin lokasmin sadeva kasmin lokasmin natti me pati puggalo ahang hi araha loke ahang satta anuttaro ekom hi samma sambuddho seti bhutosmi nibbutto Dhamma chakkam pavattetum gacchami kasinang purang anda botasming lokasming ahancang amata dundubing. Then Lord Buddha already reply for him with 4 Pali Gatha, 4 stanza. They have the meaning also. They briefly. Then Lord Buddha, I am one who has transcended all, know of all. The Lord Buddha everything explained by I already craving is cessing, freed, having know this all for myself. I have no teacher and one like me and exist now here and in all the world with all its good, because I have no person for my counterpart, etc. the Lord Buddha explained. Now I'm also going to the Varanasi to give drum of the. I go to the beat the drum of the deathless. This also explain now. You can get the meaning of Pali Gatha. Yatha, then after that he replied, by your crime the friend you out to be the universal victor. The victors are those like me who have won to the destruction of pains. I have vanquished all evil state. Therefore, Upaka, I am a victor. Then Lord Buddha also explained that I am the victor also. But anyway, this time also when the Lord Buddha talking with Upaka, at that time also the Lord Buddha used the omniscient knowledge to explain for him. And one more thing, then Lord Buddha know about future of him, his future. Just now he doesn't have the good mind to understand the Buddha, but one day he to see the Buddha. That's why Lord Buddha spent the time to discuss and explain some Dhamma for him. This way, we have to understand how our Lord Buddha is the Sabbanyata Jnana to discuss and to explain the Dhamma for the others. The same way, the same point, when the Buddha arrived at the deer park at Isipatana, the group of 5 ascetics initially agreed among themselves not to show veneration and welcome, thinking that the Buddha had given up austere practice and reverted to a life of luxury. Now, because now you know, no, before enlightenment, our bodhisattva, after the renunciation of the life, then he started to practice the fasting method. At that during that period, 5 of ascetic, Kondanya, Vappa, Badhya, Mahanam, Asati. Those are 5 ascetic monks always help for the bodhisattva, guide the bodhisattva. Then anyway, the last moment, the Lord Buddha, our bodhisattva decided this is not the way to get the liberation, get the enlightenment. I must give up this practice. Then our bodhisattva already give up and back to normal life. At that time, the 5 ascetic monks also give up the bodhisattva and they went to the Isipatana. Then anyway, they was thinking the Siddhartha Gautama Bodhisattva is coming. Maybe again he asked some help from us. We don't do anything, any service for him. Like this, they discussed. However, when the Buddha approached them, they could not stop themselves from welcoming and providing service to the Buddha. The Buddha was able to convince them that he had attained enlightenment. And after listening to the teaching of the Buddha, all 5 of them eventually attained arahantship. This is also the power of the Buddha's Sabbanyata Jnana. The same way, we have to understand during the 45 years, our Lord Buddha give how many Dhamma aggregates? 84,000 Dhamma aggregates. According to the canon, we call the Vinaya Pitaka, the Sutta Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka. But anyway, there are 84,000 Dhamma aggregates. After listening Lord Buddha's Dhamma, many of the Deva, uncountable Brahma, many of the human beings, and some of the Yakka also, some of the unhuman beings also attain Nibbana. There are usually some of the commentary they are counted how much, I forget the place, but anyway, they say the Suvisi Asankeya, the street Suvisi Asankeya. Suvisi Asankeya meaning 24 Asankeya and Navakoti, 9 Koti, 9 Koti, Panas Laksa, the 50 lakh, there are more than 24 Asankeya and 9 Koti and more than 50 lakh beings attain, they became the noble person. They become the, they get the Nibbana, they receive the Nibbana after listening our Lord Buddha's teaching. That's why this is also power of the omniscient knowledge. This one also we should understand. You should keep in mind. There are other 6 unique knowledge of the Buddha, not common to anyone else. On this special and significant day, it is fitting for us to reflect on these special qualities of the Buddha. Because of these special qualities led by the omniscient knowledge, Sabbanyuta Jnana, the Buddha was able to help countless beings to attain liberation. With omniscient knowledge, the Buddha expounded the true Dhamma and established the common community of Sangha. More than 2,500 years after the Buddha's Mahaparinibbana, we are still able to learn and practice the previous Dhamma passed down through generation of Sangha. And the door to the deathless is still open for those who strive heedfully and ardently. On this Vesak day, may you reflect with gratitude on this Buddha's qualities, especially these 6 unique knowledge of the Buddha. May you strive heedfully, apamada, and release the highest bliss of Nibbana in this very life. Now, may all of you be practice Dhamma diligently. May all of you be practice Dhamma with heedfully. May all of you practice Samatha Vipassana meditation all the time. May all of you develop your own perceptions, parami, and soon. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And after the listening of the Vesak Day Dhamma, anyway, I take time, now already nearly 2:30 for Sri Lankan time. Anyway, after listening and sharing Dhamma, we already accumulate a lot of wholesome, a lot of kusala, lot of meritorious deeds. All of the meritorious deeds help for us to get a good healthy life and free from all suffering and get a good life in future. And those are merit all the time support for us to get Nibbana also. Then may all of you be healthy, may all of you be well and happy, may all of you be free from all suffering, especially coronavirus. May all of you be attain Nibbana soon. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sharing merits.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, repeat after me. Yeah, idam me punyang asavakaya vaham hotu. Idam me punyang nibbanas pacayo hotu. Mama punya bhagang sabba sattanang bhajemi te sabbe me samang punya bhagang labhantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Happy Vesak Day. Sadhu, sadhu.